good. Okay. A concession stand at a football game sells pop cans and hot dogs. A can of pop costs $1.25. A hot dog is $1.50. The stand owner would like to sell at least $780 worth of goods. There's some kind of restriction on the dollar amounts, right? So these coefficients are going to come in handy in this case because that's how much what they're selling for. We're not saying profiting, we're just saying selling, okay? So the first let's first define our variables. X would be the number of pop cans, and Y would be the number of hot dogs. Sometimes, if you're not sure what the units are, write out your inequalities and see what makes sense. And then you come back and change it. I didn't ask you to put this down, but this is, moving forward, this is just an implied that you have to mention it, okay? So you would get a mark for that part. I'll give you a mark for defining variables. If you missed this today, don't worry about it, but moving forward, absolutely. So that's A. For B, write the system of inequalities. So we're going to say $1.25 for every pop can and $1.50 for every hot dog. That has to be at least $780. Okay, this combination that you're going to come up with. Next, it says a stand has a capacity to hold 175 cans and 450 hot dogs. So it's talking cans and hot dogs separately. So this is what you're supposed to have. For cans, the capacity, it means that the number of cans has to be less than or equal to 175. And 450 hot dogs. So you've got two inequalities there, one for each separately. It didn't say, 500 combined. It didn't say combined. It spoke specifically to each variable individually. So you get a mark for each inequality there. I would say it's all or nothing. If it's close, you still take off a mark, okay? It's just, that's how I mark it. Okay, next. Kyle has two jobs. Job A pays $14.50 an hour, B $18.91. Kyle would like to know possible combinations of hours he could work in each job to maximize his income. Okay. He would like to earn at least $645 in a week. Let's first define our variables before I move on. So X and Y. Some of you might just say job A and job B. However, in this case, it's not like, what is it? It would be hours. Okay, so if you didn't put that down, I'd take off half a mark. So this is A, and then make sure you mention that X and Y both have to be positive. Okay, so that'd be worth a mark. And then for B, we're gonna write out the inequality. So if you make $14.50 an hour at job A and $18.91 at job B, that has to be greater than or equal to $645, because that's what this is saying, at least $645. Job A needs him to work at least 20 hours per week. So this is just talking about the first job, and that has to be greater than or equal to 20. And this is where it makes sense that it would be the number of hours, right? If you write this one out, it only works if X represents a number of hours. Y, job B pays more, but only allows no more than 25 hours per week. So that has to be less than or equal to 25, like that. Kyle can only afford to work up to 47 hours per week between the two jobs. So the number of hours, right, if you combine both jobs and the hours you've worked, has to be less than or equal to 47. That's what that is saying. So you've got 4 marks associated here, and that gives you a total of 5. That's what we had here. Okay, all or nothing. Next, determine the inequality. Assume regular shading. So that means that this is the true region in this case. So we know it's solid, so y is less than or equal to, because the true region is below the line, and it's solid. That's why the equal sign comes in. And this one was probably somewhat challenging, so that's my point here. And I'm thinking here. Is that where it's supposed to happen? So let's see what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if I can replicate that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So slope is -4 over 5x, okay, because it's dropping from left to right, plus it's going through 8. Okay, this is 8 up here, so just watch your scale on the diagram. And so this is what you're supposed to have. So you got 1 mark for the first part. So let's say you didn't do the equal, you lose half. Okay. Actually, no. Anything wrong with the first part, -1. Anything wrong with the second part here, you lose another 1. That's all or nothing. Okay. So keep that in mind. So this is worth 11. So name and last name on there. Okay. And make sure you hand it in. All right.